watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures of it.
Eyes on the prize, it's my last order. 5:45, got the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it, Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tied up ties. Don't need industry advice, I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my last order. 5:45, got the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride to the tires.
It's week 4 of the National Football League. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He comes in 4th in the league in passing this year. It's the Bengals and the Panthers, and it's kicking off next.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. First play, and Young is going to throw it. He'll find the former Steeler, Deontay Johnson. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game: 3 catches, 77 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You talk about this Bengals defense. You know, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge him? This is going to be fun.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Young going to give to Brooks. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now Young. That one complete till again. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Brooks. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Jonathan Brooks with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their fifth-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, Coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
Gun.
A give running right, Moss. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The Bengals at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Holding. Offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
11 mighty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Got a man. That's Leggett. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Young. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Thielen does a nice job of moving the chains. That's something he did a lot of in 2023, as he was Bryce Young's most reliable weapon throughout his rookie campaign. He not only eclipsed 100 catches, but he also topped the millennium mark for the first time in 5 seasons. He's expecting an even...
And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some big offensive linemen, you often get this result.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go.
Done.
Burrow will throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
That is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Moss is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their 1st touchdown of the game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60. I go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. In motion goes the tight end. They go play action. Young. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. They'll run the screen with Moss. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
11 MT, Kate. 11 MT, stop.
Play action. It's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read,
and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Brooks, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the 2nd.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going?
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
Here we go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play.
2nd down in the yard.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
11, Thomas.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins, 27 yards. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Carolina getting set to take the field. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
It's a gain of 34, so that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Young working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
It'll be Young again. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now Young. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the return man here, Daxton Hill. And the Bengals force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Moss. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
McPherson on for the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's going to let it go again. Oh, and that is incomplete. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
On one, ready?
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
That's taken in by Higgins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Burrow looking to pass. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Trenton Irwin, 30 yards. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll run right here with Brooks. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Young. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. One more time with Brooks. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Young to throw it. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
A 21-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here.
And now ball going to be intercepted yet again.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Following the interception, Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Looking to throw, Young.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Jordan Battle.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
To the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they'll get this down to the 10. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'm wondering. Gun.
Now Burrow. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
Here we go.
3rd down. Here's a run by Moss.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They're going to run for it. It's Moss.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Zach Moss
with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Ready? Roll, smash, smash.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Young will set to throw.
That one complete to again.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
They'll try it now with Brooks.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
11 MT. Stop.
Moss on the give up the middle.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
11. Stop.
Burrow on play action.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
Evans. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
11 Thomas. Stop.
They'll look to run with Moss.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow will throw.
They'll run the screen with Moss.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Zach Moss
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Muscling free near the 40. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young now. Complete. It's Johnson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. They need 12 here. It's third down.
Young.
That is caught.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Adam Thielen, 40 yards.
And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
2nd and 5.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
3rd and 2.
Just set.
They'll try and run for this with Moss.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
Oh, Young loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bengals up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces.
Hey, wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Linux, that on for hours, I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Deanna, straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital M, now we straight out the sentence. They pay out, they pay out, they pay out, I'm finished. Then grade out the Lakers, the big watch the women, I'm cars. Go meet your maker. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps as I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. The metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. This be my tunnel music. They cut that confetti, I'm running through it. They clear that whole lane, I'm running through it. And if they run at me, let my youngins do it. I just married, I'm honeymooning. I got hot on my own and ain't nothing coolin'. I don't punch in no clock, I sun and moonin'. I'm shot, bullet, proven, let it go. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stacks up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. I'm so iconic. Yeah, I'm so iconic. Yeah, they don't get it, but I got it. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, where we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, run it back.
You getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some clout around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gates, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change and scraping to maintain. Or sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive a gang. Straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had them shipping the Benzin. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't eat with that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back.
Time to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. They're hustling early, it's hardwired. Photo bezel, frozen echo, black attire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Been getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Desperate Jews eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from
Round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him,
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh, where we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, 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 run it back.
Two in, two up, back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know you running up at night. You know went through. J. Cole said it's memes and mills, but I'm the king and I just it all. Really wanna wipe me down, I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaty better beef with me than never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while on Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey's 6'2", dark skin with purpose. Never voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying little Curtis, yo. You know I gotta catch my flight.